Oh, that's new. Few subscribers. Oh, that's dope. Did not know that. Okay, go here. So, share. Copy link. Announcements. So got that going. Just setting up as always. And what was the last one? Oh, excuse me. Post pin message. And that should be good. And I'm gonna find the found it. Honestly, I just gotta find the picture I was working on, the reference, but I found it. Put that there. Okay. Have a little. I can't really see. Like there. Okay, so we'll start. Seeing which one of the brushes I'm gonna use. Let's reactivate this one. Hey Forest, how's it going? It's a pretty late night stream for me. You are first. First person to comment, yes. I just started the stream 3 minutes ago. Clever girl. Everyone's saying that. I mean, I understand it, but I think I'm the third person to say that. Some neat brushes. And the reason why the handles are so thick, I have no idea. I'm in the Philippines. Oh boy, it is daytime for me. Oh, daytime for you? It's nighttime for me. I'm in the United States. All these are brush pens. I got them, I think, from a subscription that I used to, yeah, no, Central Park. I used to be subscribed to. I like using them. Not really sure why it's so thick, but they're comfortable for me. You have a channel? You do art as well? What's it? 12:48 a.m. It's about to be 1 in the morning for me. The PFF profile name is Forest. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really tried using like actual brushes. I've used them like once or twice before, but with acrylics, I just find it a little bit annoying and confusing to, clean the brush, make sure it's clean before you're mixing another brush or just leaving it to dry out. But at least with watercolors, especially with these type of pens, super easy to clean. I just like squeeze the handle and water comes out. It's almost 3 a.m. for me. Howdy from Texas. Well, hello. Greetings from California. It's cloudy for me. I use ball pen. I like using pens as well. As for it's not really cloudy, but it's kind of cold. It's kind of raining or wanting to rain. So this is what I was working on 2 days ago. I also had some sharks as well. Some plants on the 25th and some skulls. This is my watercolor sketchbook. I also have a pencil one and just random stuff. I think so. Here's the reference picture I'm using. Do a 30 days of doodles short series. Maybe, right? I'm just really bad at like recording and like trying to edit. Cause I was thinking of doing like you said, like 30 days, but doing like uh album covers. Cause I already have some album covers I did. I want to do more. Like I said, just bad with recording and editing. That's why I just mainly go live. But maybe that might be a good idea though. Let me see. My vids don't disappoint. I put effort in them. It'd be cool seeing little time lapse where these come together and recording everything. So that's true. Yeah, it's a raptor. I just made a TikTok last week, and I do want to kind of start posting on there too. Even though I'm not really sure how all that works because I'm being new to it, or I am new to it. But just post a little bit everywhere. Let's move this one. Yeah, this is my first time painting and drawing a dinosaur. I never really drew a dinosaur. But now I'm here painting. I mean, everyone has their things that they like to paint and draw. I kind of like to paint and draw animals. Then I have another sketchbook where I'm just sketching people, trying to get better at sketching people. Trying to make this a bit darker. Get a different brush. Let's see. Did you know the closest dinosaur that resembles a giraffe is a stegosaurus? I did not know that. To get to content creation myself, I'm not sure what direction to go first. Starting to gain traction with a year. Well, I guess you could do that. You might get some like backlash. Cause let's say if people start watching you for, I don't know, drawing, and you switch into gaming, they'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?" But in the end, just do what you want to do. I mean, I started off as a gaming channel, and I just recently started doing art within the last 4 or 5 months. I mean, it didn't take a while to get some traction and views. Even now, some days I have a good amount of people watching. Other days, not really. It's your hearts into the stream. Appreciate that. Like I said, I'm just show you real quick. There's a different sketchbook I have of has some stickers. Practicing my pencil sketches and people as well. So I'm using the sketchbook mostly as like a study book. Just try to figure out. You're lagging. Um, Sorry, I don't know how to fix that. So there's a bunch of like studies, different things, mainly people. Some faces as well. More faces. More people. Trees, cats. We'll start a different channel for different things after the initial uploading the phone. Well, I say, just go for it. You just stop talking about it, just do it. Also, do you want to do like pre-recorded videos or like live streams? Mixed? Do you have an idea what you want to do? At least for me, I find it a little bit easier live streaming and more enjoyable. Now, sometimes trying to pre-record a video is a little bit awkward, just talking to yourself. At least I find it a little bit awkward. Excuse me. But who knows? You might get lucky and you might blow up pretty quickly or grow pretty quickly. The people sketches. You have some good skill. Variety concepts best for attracting difference. I mean that's true. And thank you. I'm practicing a lot with my people sketches. Like during December, that just passed, like a few months ago, I was getting a lot of traction, a lot of views, a lot of subscribers. My notebook is filled with drawings. Again. I have a Discord if anyone wants to join. You can join in and share your art. There are some people in there who join in and be sharing the art. But during December, I gained a bunch. I think I went from like 400 and something to like 500 something. Pretty much went up like 100 in like that 1 month. So that was pretty crazy. Of monetize and sustainable community built and established within the next 4 years because I have to start all the van life, start traveling to the US, all that. I mean, the time is now then. Start with something small. Then again, I don't know. Everyone has like a different approach to things. some people like to like write down what they're gonna be talking about and all that stuff for a video. Like I don't really plan my videos. I just kind of start hit live and whatever comes out comes out. You hate drawing also me. I draw blood and gore. I don't really do too much blood and gore. Not because I don't like it, just don't know how. But pretty dope, the van life and either drawing or a photography to go along with it. All the experiences you have gone through. What you do. Well, honestly, for the most part, I try to encourage people to, I guess you could say, follow their dreams. There was this one person who joined my live stream years ago, and he was like, "Man, I kind of want to start streaming too, but I don't know." And I kind of pushed him over the edge, or pushed him to the edge. I don't know however you want to say it, but I gave him an extra push, and he started live streaming, and he caught up. He went from like 20 subs. I think he's like close to 400. It's terrible when you lose your mark cap and it's gone. I would say yes, but only if you have a marker. If you use markers a lot, I don't. I guess my main mediums that I'll be using is watercolors, pencil, some pen. But I do want to kind of branch out, do a couple of different stuff. Of my travels experiences, a lot of festivals, and great high color too. I mean, that sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like. I want to say do something like that, but it'd be pretty cool to. Excuse me. Go on a hike, take my sketchbook, and just sit down for a bit and paint what I see. I draw freaking dead students. Everyone has their style and what they prefer to draw or paint. Like I know some people like to do graffiti, which pretty much is like letters, and that's cool. Damn, I took them all away. But I had some other sketchbooks here where I have a little bit different things I would draw. Not necessarily just animals, it's just like abstract. But I think I should do that actually, what you said. Zach. Hey, what up, Rubik's? How's it going? The 30-day challenge thing. I think it should be pretty simple. Because at least I don't really think I'm gonna do like anything too crazy with what do you call it? Editing. There are a lot of great coastal hiking trails, beautiful scenery. Great painting. Pencil. I mean, if you're willing to share it, Forest, I'll check it out. If you want to, like I said, there's a Discord. You could like send your art, and I do want to do that. But work. Be getting late out of work and just got tired. and just sleep. I did have like a little small sketchbook that I made like 7 years ago. It was like right when I graduated high school. I was kind of going places with my friends, nowhere too far or crazy. But I'll take my sketchbook and I'll just draw what was going on. Never got to finish it though. I think I did like maybe like 7 drawings, and then we kind of stopped hanging out. But it was pretty cool at the time. You need those websites and stuff too, before you can put a file in the mix. Really? They're not that. I don't really. I don't know anything about anything. But I don't have them right now with me. But I have some. That one away. Maybe like about this size. The size of a post-it note, where I did paintings of album covers. And I was doing that before I even did YouTube, which is for myself. And I have a bunch of different album covers I want to do a painting of, so that might be a good idea for, shorts or even like TikTok, like you say. I just got lazy. Like I said, that's why I mainly just do live streams. But sometimes I'll be seeing like some YouTube shorts or like, people drawing. And I'm like, they have a bunch of views. And sometimes the art's not even that good. I'm not saying that mine is good. I'm just saying like, oh, it looks kind of basic. But they have thousands of views. And then again, the people who actually do really good art don't get that many views. Again, I'm not saying that I have good art. I would never say that. In fact, usually when people say that, I draw, paint good or something, I always show my bad art. I don't really think of myself as an artist or someone with talent. So I like to show a bunch of my horrible drawings, paintings. Because I don't want people thinking that, I'm good. I'm not good. I just kind of practice until I kind of create something decent looking. You can only trace? Well, that's a step. You gotta start somewhere. Tracing is a good way to learn. Tracing is fine as long as you don't try to pass off the tracing as your own. Now, there's some people who don't like artists that use references or some artists that don't like to use references. And I used to be one of those people. I didn't really like using references. I don't know why. I just felt like that was cheating. Some I don't know why. I thought it was you're cheating somehow, even though it's not really cheating. As long as I use it as a tool. But I just started using references December of last year, and I'm glad I been really helpful. I mean, that's the thing. You gotta try to draw without tracing. You're gonna be bad at first. The first couple, who knows, couple hundred might be pretty bad. But after a while of practicing, you get the hang of it. Or just helping. Exactly. This is a sketchbook that, even though it's all messed up, my dog was freaking biting it. But every single day I'm trying to draw a pose. So this is the 1st of January. And you see some kind of progress in some of these. Some of these look good in my opinion. The 15th of January, 25th. It's February. And some of these I kind of get bad because either I'm really tired or just have no time. Let's see. Like this one I had no time. I just did like really quick in the car. Down to I was just like tired. But I'm just keep on trying to push myself. This was today. I was freaking sleepy. I didn't even finish the hair. But you can't quit. Were you at the beach or something? Hey, what up? Welcome back. How's it going? Can't how to pronounce that? Itoli? 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 If you hear water, it's because there's a fish tank right there. So I think you gotta hear it. An improvement will come with that consistency. I have seen some improvement with my drawings. I'm drawing random stuff and shit. Yeah, because the filters, are over the top filters, so they're hanging from the top of the side of the tank, and water just falling into it. And I kind of like have it running, just in case I'm like concentrating. I'm not talking. At least it's not completely quiet. And I'm a child at the age of 9. I mean, just get on practicing. By the time you're 19, you'll be drawing some really good things. Just don't stop. Can't stop. And you gotta practice on things that you're not good at. If you're not good at drawing, I don't know, hands, draw hands. How often do I clean my tank? Honestly, I don't really clean it that often. Like in terms of doing like gravel vacuuming and stuff like that, not really. I pretty much just leave it alone. The only thing I would do every now and then is top off the water. Like water changes, I've never done a water change. I'm gonna attempt to sleep. I'll definitely see you again, man. You're doing. I appreciate it, Zach. Hopefully you do your channel as well and get big, band life, all that stuff. Rooting for you. But like I was saying about the tank, I don't do much. I just leave it there. There's some plants in there, so you know that kind of helps with the filtration as well. But I just kind of let the tank do its own thing. If the water's like a bit low, I'll top it off. Maybe once every couple of months, I might clean the side of the tank when it has like algae. And even then, like sometimes I'll let the algae like build up. Like I just cleaned it like 2 days ago because the algae was pretty bad. And and at that time, or even now, I only did two sides, like the front and back of the glass. I cleaned the sides of it. It just has algae. So like the tank's like this, right? On this side of the tank is my sink to wash dishes. So whenever I'm washing dishes, I could see the tank. And on this side is where I'm sitting. And on these sides, I just let the algae grow. Doesn't bother me. I've seen a couple of different videos. Some people are like, you know, you don't really got to do water changes as long as, you know, you have enough plants and this and that. Same thing with like, you know, doing gravel vacuuming. Sometimes I might mess up the ecosystem because you're like kicking up stuff that's been settled. But you know, I think everyone has to do their own, I guess, research. That's just me. Because I have some plants in there, got some filters, and that's it. Just let the tank do its own thing. Let the fish do what they want to do. You know, try not to overstock it as well. Try to go for that natural, I guess you could say, tank. You have to like add some more stuff here pretty soon. Because at first I was thinking of just doing a few dinosaurs for this page, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should do one dinosaur in a scene. So I started adding some, well, one plant. Let me see what else I can add. Maybe a few more dinosaurs in the background. Um, I've had this tank for 2 years or so, 2.5 years. But like the first year, it was a turtle tank because I had some turtles, but I do not have them anymore. I set them free. There's like a nearby man-made lake or pond, you could say, and it had a bunch of turtles. Like we went to go check it out. There's like 50 turtles or so, and our turtles got too big for the tank we have. And the tank I have is like a 55 gallon. So I was like, you know what? Let's set the turtles free here. There's nowhere it could go that will ruin the ecosystem. So they don't worry about that. So we set them free, and like I said, they can't go anywhere. It's like a man-made pond, and there's already turtles there. So we set the turtles free so they can have more space to swim, and then we added fishes there. So the fishes have been in there for about maybe a year-ish, or under a year. Picture. Where's it down? Looks a little bit messy, but I kind of moved it around. It has some plants. It's kind of hard to see what the hell's going on, but it's big. I used to have like this piece of wood like around the middle, but I switched it up so like this side of the tank, it's more, it has a lot more hiding spaces, and the right side has a lot more open room for the fishes to swim. So the man-made lake, and the turtle just starts flapping itself. I'm pretty sure we've seen it before once or twice, because sometimes I'll go there to walk. I also have this guy. I have a little like lobster or crayfish in there as well. I also have some snails, but they don't live too long and they pass away. Looks very vivid. I tried to add plants. I even have potato. I don't know if you saw, but I added a potato because I saw one time some person doing like aquaponics or hydroponics. Disconnect that. Yeah, look, there's a potato there that's growing. It's sprouting roots, so that's also gonna help with the filtration. And I got a bamboo as well. Can you face your fish tank, please? Might be a little bit tricky. Because kind of hard to see right now because it's really blurry. Nope. Can't have it like focus. I thought it was it's actually potato. I saw some fishes there. I saw some plants. Over here is like all little caves. There's like a tree thing here, piece of wood. Trying to make it so you can see, but I can't get it good. And I said the potatoes there. Why do you have potato in your tank? Oh shit! Because it was a little experiment. I saw on YouTube some person was doing like hydroponics. I guess that's what they called it, or it's called. And the potatoes growing, and pretty much it's just I just have it there so it grow. It's like a lobster, but he's somewhere. There's a lot of places he can hide. So the potato just kind of helps with filtration. Plus, when the roots start to grow really big, it's gonna also give like a little hiding spot for fishes as well. You're gonna eat a potato? No, hell no. I ain't gonna eat that. I'm gonna get sick. Trying to look for some more pictures so I can add some stuff here. But I do need to get some more snails to add and some shrimps. Trying to find another reference photo so I could do it, but I'm not sure what to do. Well, this is how the potato looks. Where's the picture? It's already, starting to sprout. Bamboo. Well, I think you should be drinking that at 9 years old. But what can I do? Can't find any good pictures of what to do next or what to add to it. This drawing. Kids these days. Oh, thank you, Heidi. Appreciate it. Hope to see you next time. I'm gonna do a drunk stream at 600 subs, playing Jackbox, which is a party game. Anyone and everyone could join in. It's fun. It's a good time all around. Trying to see what I need to make darker. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much you know about watercoloring or watercolors. I know a little bit, but I'm kind of just painting some areas and letting it dry, because if I don't let it dry, it'll bleed all over the place. For example, let's say this was the eye, right? Let's say I put down yellow and I want to put the black pupil. I put it in and it kind of starts to spread everywhere. I don't know if you can see that. Get a different color. Let's say green. Okay, you have green, and then when it's still wet, you put it on, and that's not doing it, but it'll just like bleed all over the place and spread. I didn't get drunk though. You shouldn't be drinking though. So what I kind of like to do is just paint one area, let it dry, work on a different area, let it dry. Because you keep on working on the same area, depending on the type of paper, it will like kind of rip it up. So that's why I keep on like moving all over the place. That way I could get like a little bit more control when I paint. Like right now it's dry, so I can go back in and add a little bit more. Let's see, do some yellow and orange. So there I got the yellow orange, and like I said, just let that dry. Now in case I want to work like inside the eye or around it, it won't mix up, unless that's the desired effect you are looking for. I'm trying to see what else I could do, but I'm not sure. I know oil takes a very long time to dry. That it does. I've worked with oil like very little bit, but it does take a long time to dry. And I know there's also some chemicals that help with it. They can mix with it to like dry quicker. But even then, it still takes a good while to dry. And a watercolor doesn't take too long. Dries kind of quickly. And what's good about watercolor? You can reactivate it even when it's dry. Just add some water, and boom, you reactivated the paint. Acrylic dries pretty quick, and you cannot reactivate it. And then gouache, it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Dries fairly quick, and you can reactivate it with water. But honestly, it just depends what you like to work with. And they'll have like a different process you gotta do. I think with like oil or acrylic, you start from like the dark colors and work your way to the lights. With the watercolor, you start light and work dark. It's okay if it's space because with marker you can cover more space with it. I worked with acrylic paint like once, well, not once or twice, but a few times, and it just dried way too quick for my liking. But that was years ago that I used it, so I might go back again and try it out. I do have like a box of acrylic paints that I was thinking of doing like a giveaway, like a little raffle. And just whoever wins a box of brand new acrylic paints. I think it's like 24. Like I really had that idea in my head for a while, but I just don't know. So I got some acrylic paints. They're really cheap. Well, I got them for cheap. And I think they're kind of like okay-ish acrylic paints. So like, I could just do like a giveaway. Not necessarily like, you don't have to buy anything. No money. I think it'll just be like another basic subscribe and that's it. And you'll be entered. And whoever wins, and I'll just like send it to you. Raffle one case. That's what I was kind of thinking. I've been like having the idea in my head for a while now. Like I said, it's a brand new box of 24 acrylic paints. Still has the plastic and everything. So I went to this one place and I was looking around. I saw they had lots of paints for $5 each. I'm like, let me get two. One for myself and one to like maybe like raffle and give away. That'd be kind of cool to give back. Like, I'll wait till get back to people watching if they win. So I really gotta work on my shadows. go. I have watercolor paint from Walmart. Tempted to try it, so go for it. It might not be as good because it is Walmart, so I'm assuming it's not like really good paint. I think this watercolor set I have was like 20 bucks. I'm not even sure. I bought it years ago. My people shook, and then I saw blur. What do you mean? But I think these are cheap watercolor paints too. They're not even like that good. I have that set, and then I have this other set, Derwent's set. That's smaller. I like to like switch between these two because I feel like these have a more like matte finish, I guess you could say. It was right now. I hope you're okay. Do you have any tips for beginners? Um, let me see. If I were to give a tip is don't get frustrated. Or try not to go to something like very big your first go around. Like something like this. I'm not saying I'm a pro or anything, but if it's kind of your first time, try not to do something like this that's gonna take a long time because you probably might get frustrated. Something more simple. Let's say something like this. You know, just simple. It doesn't take too long. And you'll find yourself kind of, being happy with the results. Like I tried to do a skull and it came out bad, and I don't like it. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, try not to get, hmm. In a way, expect failure. 'Cause at least for me, I know sometimes I go in expecting I'm gonna do something good, and when it doesn't come out good, I get frustrated and upset with myself. But if you just kind of go in, at least for me, knowing okay, it's gonna come out bad, and when it comes out good, you feel good. I have a big canvas ready to go, but I probably shouldn't. Well, the thing is your canvas made for watercolors? Because I know some canvases are made for watercolors, some are made for oil, acrylic. So you might want to check that. Also, you should for like beginners, have like an extra piece of paper so you could, test out the paints. I appreciate it because my channel is fairly new, I guess you could say. I had it for years, but I've only started doing arts since December of last year. So what, like 4 or 5 months? But you should have like a extra piece of paper to test out your materials on. And make sure that the paper you're working on or anything is actually made for watercolor. It can handle it. Because you might like go in with watercolors using cheap paper and it'll just eat your paper up. Damn, there we go. Well, like I said, acrylic. Well, I know there's a couple different watercolors. Like this one is kind of hard. There's some watercolors that come in a tube, so if it comes in a tube, it might work a little bit better. But I don't know if you could tell, but it's not really gonna pop up too much, or it's gonna like maybe run down. Uh, let me see if I could open this up. I have this really big briefcase that comes with a bunch of different materials. You've probably seen it somewhere on Walmart. Acrylic. Look, I have an acrylic tube. Do you want to make art out of watercolor? Pretty much. As of right now, I do watercolor and some pencil. But I do want to experiment with other things. So look, there's acrylic paints. And as you can see, it's a lot thicker. Let me see to mix it with. It's a lot thicker. Look at the consistency. So that it's gonna be, can't really do that with watercolor. Watercolor is like a lot, just very flat. Has like no body to it, if I could describe it like that. I think I have a watercolor one here. Oil. Watercolor. So here I have a watercolor tube. It's kind of hard to see, but it's fine. That's fine. So it might work if you have a watercolor. Oh, if you have like the tube one, it might work on the canvas. But if you have like the ones that I have that come like in a little pan. Where are you painting? I'm painting in my kitchen or living room, or I don't know. So it might work if you have the one and two. If you're asking about the water, it's because I have a fish tank right in front of me. So that's why you can hear the water running. Thank you for subscribing, Forest. So yeah, if you have the two paints, it should work. I haven't really done anything with two paints. I wouldn't really work with these like ones that come in a pan. Kept here in water. A swimming pool? That'd be weird. Especially for me because it's late. It is 1:43 in the morning. Oh, it's just a fish tank. Yesterday I had 79. So I went up like 5 subs, which is pretty good. Some days I have better streams, I guess you could say. Or some streams I gain like 5, 10 subs, which is pretty crazy. Other streams I get 0 or 1. It's a raptor, some type of raptor. It's a picture that I looked up on Pinterest. No, I have nothing to hide. If it's something that's a reference photo, I'd say it. Almost everything I do, I use a reference for. Like I have a reference. I have a reference for this, and this plant. Just gotta try to get the shapes good and practice. And eventually, I won't need a reference. The master of shading. That's what I need to work on. I need to work on shading. That's kind of what this sketchbook is also about. Just practicing, trying to get better. Face review at 1K subs. I don't have it. Fuck. Damn it. Do I have it here? Picture? Oh, here you go. Here's a face review. From the side profile. The eyes are gonna be more like a lizard. Yeah, at least from the picture I see. I'm not sure what else I could add to this. Maybe I'll make a sky, maybe like a bit of mountains. No, I'm not a teenager. Well, I don't know if you've seen. It's a promise ring, but I'm engaged. Shit, I wish I was this good as a teenager. I'm still young though. I'm not that old. Even though like I'm fairly young. Let's see. It's all messed up, my beard. Closest to a face reveal. But I don't know if it comes out good. But freaking white hair in my beard. Right there. Freaking white hair in my beard. The other being teethless is kind of cool though. It looks weird thinking about it that teethless raptor. Or toothless raptor. I think what else can I add? I really want this page to pop. Plus, if I was a teenager, this would make no sense. Venus Flytrap? Yeah, I could probably put one here. Next junk stream at 600 subs. Playing Jackbox. I think I'm gonna add some what's sky. Just trying to make sure my brush is kind of clean. Also, that's another technique. There's a couple techniques when watercolor painting. There's wet on dry, wet on wet, which I'm gonna do right now, which is pretty simple. Just wet the paper and then you paint. And then wet on dry is just you don't wet the paper. You just start painting. Well, drunk means I'll be drinking, and Jackbox is it's a game. It's a party game, and it has a bunch of different games you can play. So there's like trivia, there's drawing games, there's well, just different party games, and anyone could join at any time. So basically, all you gotta do is just go to Google or whatever you want to use, and just look up the website jackbox.tv, and enter the room code that will be given to you while I'm streaming, and you can join in. You don't have to buy the game. All you gotta do is just have internet access to play along. In karate, that'd be kind of crazy. So that's pretty much Jackbox. It's just a party game. Well, party games. It comes with a bunch of different games. Like there's one that pretty fun. People like it. It's like rapping. You're a robot, and you pretty much just rap, and people vote if you are a good rapper or not a good rapper. There's another one where it's kind of like a dating game. Another one where you like figure out who's an alien. Sounds better than Kahoot. Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever played Kahoot. But either way, once I hit 600 subs, I'll be doing a stream. And if you're in the Discord, you'll get notified because I'll post a date and time when it's gonna happen. Also on YouTube, I'll make a community post saying what dates and what time I'm gonna be doing it. Copyright warning. Why is that? Oh, can I play music while you're drawing? Yes. I mean, I've done it before. There is some songs that do get copyright noticed, and either that or blocked, outright blocked. Some don't really affect your channel. Yeah, but for the most part, if you play like actual music, like that's popular, whatever, you get like some type of notice, or not really a strike, but notice. I am listening to music, but in my earphones, I have earphones on, and I'm listening to music. So right now I have I'm listening to Poor Little Fool. Oldies but goldies. No, as long as you search up non-copyrighted music, because I also put like those, no copyright music, and it's all good. But apparently there's some like what do you call it? Playlists that say no copyright, and they do copyright you, so that's kind of fucked up. Zombie in your lawn when you're drawing. Zombie in your lawn. On your lawn. Try to be in a majestic room with your enemies, or be in a horror room with your friends. Horror rooms. I'd rather be in a horror room. Even though I don't really think I have any enemies. Or if I do have enemies, I don't know who they are, because I don't really think anyone's mad at me like that. I could be wrong. Honestly, I don't think I did too much to fix this raptor. I had better hopes going into this. Ooh, that's kind of hard. That's a hard one. Obviously, the correct answer would be sacrifice yourself. That's the correct answer for like publicity, right? You don't want to see like nice, but if you're an asshole, or if your family's an asshole, sacrifice them. Why did he even say? He didn't say anything. It's a question. I don't think I could fix this more. So let's look at add. Let's put people call me the question guy. You know, I ain't smart like that. Here's a simple question. You know, what's better? Sleeping while it's hot or sleeping while it's cold? No, how about this? It's easier one. The weather, right? What's a better weather? Hot weather or cold weather? I don't know if we can say it. I'd rather be rich than famous. That's also why I don't really show my face. Even though I doubt it will ever happen, but let's say if I had to get kind of big on YouTube, it would be kind of cool to be famous on YouTube, but still be able to, like, you know, walk down the street without being hassled by hundreds of people. Yeah, cold is the best. Cold weather is the best. Although there is a channel somewhere out there, I'm not gonna say the name of it, but I do show my face in it. My face comes out. I'm used to the warm temperature, but I don't mind the cold, except when you get sick. That's when the cold temperature starts. I don't really get sick often, so I don't worry about that. I enjoy cold weather. I like going out. I like sleeping, and getting under the blanket. And you just, do that little squirm, get all giddy, and squeal, all because it's nice and cold. Nothing best. You know what I mean? When it's nice and cold and you get under a warm blanket and you start like giggling like an idiot. That's the best. Cause when it's hot, it's just like, oh my god, it's hot. I don't do nothing. Looking nice, pala, what up, graphic? Buenas noches, ¿cómo te va? Muchas gracias por venir a este canal de los fantasmas. You don't Tony me. You mean like snow cold or just? Well, I never experienced snow cold. I live in California. I used to live like in the LA area, so it never snowed there. And I moved to Northern California, and even where I'm still at has no snow. So I guess it'd be cold breeze. Even though, even then, it's still pretty coldish. Let me see. Right now it is 49 degrees, and it's gonna get down to 43. 80 degrees Christmas down here. God damn, that's horrible. Yeah, like I think in pretty much like or California, right? At least the areas I lived in, it's never gotten that cold. The cold that I've experienced was maybe like around 43s or maybe even like the high 30s. Like even during like Christmas might be like in the 60s, 70s. So it's still pretty chill. If I had to get to travel around for Iceland, damn, that's hard. I never really thought about that. This your house. I went to Canada for my girlfriend. The snow cold is too bad. Exaggerate. Most likely, honestly, if you're always used to warm temperature and you go somewhere cold, you can be like, damn, it's cold here. But if you're used to cold temperature and you go somewhere warm, you can be like, damn, it's warm here. Obviously, your body gets used to it. Just like when my family came to visit me up here, they were like, man, it's cold here. It's not that cold because they're used to the LA temperature. That where you can like pretty much wear shorts during the winter. Wear shorts and maybe like a sweater and you'll be fine. Let's go places I would like to maybe visit. I want to go to Sweden. I don't know why, but I want to visit Sweden, maybe Germany. Obviously, I have to visit the motherland, Mexico. $10 every minute. I'm pretty sure that will you know, go over the 1 million a year. Is that one thing of, I think, like, I don't know, $10,000 right now, or a penny that doubles every day. And if you choose the penny that doubles every day, you got like, I don't know, 10 million or some shit. I don't know the exact number, but you get a lot more. I'm going. I might be you're going to the motherland. I might be going to the motherland too in September. At least that's the plan, to go in September. I'm I miss you when you stop streaming. Appreciate that. I'm gonna miss you too. I stream almost every single day. Almost every single day. And I usually stream late, like around this hour. Well, for me it's late, for you it's early. Your phone's at 5%? Damn. What, charge it? I'm going for my... Someone's using my charger. Oh. Damn. Rip. L's in the chat. Or not, what is it? F? F in the chat for a fallen hero. Forest. 600 times. I, I'm gonna go with math. 600 times. That seems like to be a lot. But I'm gonna go for, well, it's just a plan, right? For my honeymoon. Because I'm gonna get married this year. And we're gonna go for, at least that's a plan. We're gonna go to Mexico for our honeymoon and just, I think, stay there for like a week or something. And just chill. Yeah, I bought my multivariable calculus 4%. GG Forrest, GG. It was nice knowing you. Did I have calculus? No, I never had calculus. I was stupid. Eat ice cream in the hot desert or drink hot cocoa in the freezing cold. Maybe hot cocoa, even though I don't like hot chocolate or hot cocoa, stuff like that. I don't want to be hot. I do not like being hot. Unless I'm working out. If I'm working out, then I enjoy being a bit warm. Fuck. Gotta put it up. I enjoy being a bit warm when I'm working out because I like to sweat and the sweat feels nice. But I do not like the hot. Plus, if you die of like hypothermia or something, it'll be probably nicer. Your body cools down. You'll be like, and just boom. But if you die from like heat exhaustion, I feel like it'd just be horrible. Your other has a scar now. Yeah, kind of fucked it. See if I can try to fix it up. Something good about watercolors, you kind of reactivate it. I kind of fixed it. Is there a path? What do you mean, is there a path? better chill, graphic. You better chill. You ain't trying to ruin it, are you? What do you mean, nah? What do you mean, nah? I say just chill out a bit. Don't ruin it. I think that's just me, you know. But if you think you're good, then go for it. I think this is pretty much done. I don't think I could do much, honestly, to try to fix the raptor. I'm just gonna put some white on his teeth to obviously, show it. Uh, paint Mona Lisa in 7 days or drink the whole ocean in one go. You can't drink, you probably fucking die. Dehydration, a lot of salts in that. Exactly, that's the only viable option. Yeah, the whole ocean in one go. That you just die. I'm pretty sure like you go crazy from all the salt water, and then you get super thirsty, and now you dead. No, I tried my best with this raptor. I think it came out kind of good. Wrapped it with some fangs. Look, they have these tubes, brand new. They're like these whites. Let's see, I don't mess this up. Draw plans for the zombies, please. Looking very sharp. I do have another sketchbook where I draw your suggestions. Unfortunately, this isn't the sketchbook. But I'll write it down. Nope. See, it's a forest. Plans for zombies. I'll have it here in a post-it note until I find my other notebook to write down. I think it came out alright. Didn't get this guy. Didn't get the sketchbook. Well, your phone's gonna die. You said. Your words, not mine. So 29, 27. What did you draw? A cowboy riding a horse. Was it you who wrote that? In a freaking on a video? 26. 26, 26, 29, 6. I think I do this. I click 26, 29. Yeah, I saw someone posted a comment on my video to do the exact same thing. It is you, slow mo. Why is it different though? At Tomich, 25. Just draw it. It takes a lot of time for it to die. Six. Gotta date my stuff. March 26th through the 29th. We make animations. I kind of saw there was like a little stuff there. I quickly took a look. 26 through 29. Okay, let's see what to do next. No, I'm not gonna do a cowboy. At least not right now. It is 2025. Yeah, 2025. It's 5. It's not a 3. See if I try to fix it. So we got so far these pages 1, 2, 3, and 4. One is 26 to 27. We're talking about 26 to 27. This is how long it took me to finish. Okay, let's see, what can I do? This 20 times to 30. Cartoony cars, like I drawing cars. Draw a pea shooter, please. I'll do it like this. I think it's like this. I think it has hair, right? Don't remember how it looks, but something like that. Pea shooter. Put this here for now. Bye. Thanks for coming by. I'm assuming your phone might die. Annie. Let's do a sketch first. Big old eye. I don't know if you guys ever seen this type of fish. A flying fish. Draw a dolphin jumping in water. I mean, I could maybe draw a dolphin. Maybe. But once again, I am using a reference. It's a flying fish. I don't know if I said it before, but this is a flying fish that I'm drawing. Or gonna paint in a bit. So there I drew it, and I always erase. Because I don't want the pencil showing through the painting. So I erase it a bit. Some blue, a little bit of gray. School's almost out, I believe. I'm assuming some of you might be in school. I know some people are gonna graduate, so it's gonna be the last year of school, or at least last year of high school. And then out into the real world. Which could be scary for some people. Let's get some more of this. Water gray. I can't really see too much of the color, but there is some color getting put down here. Sketchbook or sketchpad? I said it pretty much the same. I feel sketchpad is more flimsy, so I'll say a sketchbook because I need to be a bit sturdy. Even though there's nothing wrong with the sketchpad, I have a couple. But you know, I got the sketchbook a bit more sturdy. It can usually handle a bit more wear and tear compared to a sketch pad. Even though it's pretty much the same thing, in my opinion. Get the darker blue. Yes, I'm assuming you're still in school, so what's better? In class, school, or Zoom? That's a good one. I never had to experience, Zoom school or class. Okay, so that's drawing. We'll do another one. Like this one here. Say too much. It's gonna be my second time trying to paint a jellyfish. Hopefully this time comes out a bit better. That kind of looks like a shark. It does a little bit. So what do you like to listen to music-wise? Gonna put down a bit of water. So when it paints, it's all gonna be even. You hear Annie and Dee in the background. Physical classes are better in uni. Online is very tedious usually. Uni. So I'm assuming you're not from the States if you're saying uni. I feel like people don't really say. Why never do you hear people say like, "Oh, I went to university"? Well, I guess they do, but it's always like college. If I was a kid, it's kind of hard. Maybe like go to an actual school so you can actually meet people, make friends. If you're homeschooled, you might, grow up a little bit weird because you don't have that social interaction. University, I live in Texas. I said like, sorry, I have bad memory, but I feel like people don't really say university. That's like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe because I'm not in that environment. I don't go to school. I feel like people usually like, when I'm going to college or university, I feel like when I hear like uni, it's always like from some English people, like on YouTube or something. I did go to, like, I think one semester of college, and that's it. And then I dropped out. College just wasn't for me. From what I've seen, college has less options than university. University has more branches of studies. Well, I don't know. I'm a I'm a dumbass. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, we should go to sleep. Can't even type. Get some sleep, my guy. You like Chlul? And then college. I know for sure he's like half awake. And I might not be helping with the water in the background. You're Asian? Oh, you're back? Or did you ever leave? Or now it's Forest? It's her fault? How's it her fault? College can be quite easy, but sometimes they give you crappy studies. Alright, hopefully. Oh, my bad. Alright, so apparently my phone's at 5%. I just connected right up to my charger. So if the stream just randomly stops, you know why. Because my phone died. You're black? I thought you're Mexican. Okay, this should be fine. It says it's charging. But just in case I just disappear out of nowhere, it's because my phone died. And if that does happen, then I'll be back on Saturday. I mean Sunday. Because today is Saturday and I have to go to work later on today and I'll be gone all day. Better music and classical. Lord, I'm tired. Get some sleep. Are you behind a bit? You totally? Bye, my bro. I need to eat. Go for it. As they say here in, Spanish saying, buen provecho. Kind of like bon appetit. Oh, you should answer date? Okay. I wasn't sure because I know sometimes that might happen where people might be a bit behind on stream. Happens to me too. When I watch sometimes people live streaming. Metal and classical, which are two completely different sides of the spectrum, I'd say. Oh no, it's fucking messy as fuck. Disgusting. Weapon DD. Down, boy. Down. Let me give you a treat. Here, Annie. Let me give you something too. Excuse me. I don't listen to metal. I kind of did a little bit back then, but Not so much now. Like I said, I ain't smart like that. Like I don't know anything about music theory, color theory, nothing. I don't even try to pretend. Actually, I do. Oh, that's a lie. Sometimes I pretend I use, words I've heard along the way, and I'll say them like if I know what they mean. Though for the most part, I do not know anything. I kind of I like what I like. I like to listen to like a lot of I guess indie rock, as well as music from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. Those oldies but goodies. And also I'm starting to, appreciate my heritage. I'm listening to like a lot of Spanish music. When I was younger, I was like, nah, I don't like speaking Spanish or listen to Spanish music, but now I will proudly listen to some Spanish music. But I like to listen to like lots of different types of rock. Indie rock, surf rock, psychedelic rock. Or you can say like some punk rock. I don't know that one. But I would say like indie, but not super indie. But still kind of indie. Like I don't know. Do you know the drums? I wouldn't say they're indie anymore. They're kind of big. The drums, hers, fur. What else? The butter tones. Like I want to do like a playlist and just have it like public of like just music. Check out these bands I think you should listen to, or songs you might like. Also on the Discord, I do have like a music channel there where just share music. Let me look up Jack Stauber. I have to hear them to remember. I know every popular rock band. Not that much. Well, those are not popular at all. The ones that I said. Tell me, which one should I listen to? Or should I listen to like the top song? Buttercup. What goes Buttercup? Wait, is this a freaking song that's like on TikTok or some shit? Yeah, it is. I guess you could say I don't really like listen to like popular music, pop music, not those kids from the South Park, anti-conformists. If it's popular, I don't really like listen to it. I don't know why. I just don't want to listen to everything that everyone else listens to. Even if it's good, I'm like, I don't want to listen to it though. It kind of sucks too when you're like a band and they become like really mainstream, and then everyone starts like listening to them, and you're like, you didn't even know them, but damn. And that's how I feel sometimes. Kind of bittersweet because you know you want them to blow up and get the recognition they deserve, I guess. But then you get a bunch of posers. So I don't know. I mean, also you just go to my page. There's a few concerts that I've gone to, and you kind of see what the music that I listen to. Commercialized, it's kind of bothersome and repetitive. Exactly. I don't like pop music, but I will say there is some pop songs, you know, for better or worse, are pretty good. Like I don't know if it's because you just hear them everywhere that they're just get stuck in your head, or they're actually good. Let's see. Oh, that's a good stretch. It's so freaking hot. No, what you gotta do is go to sleep, dude. Like, do you know about the Libertines? They're pretty popular in England. You caught up on sleep? Dude, I put on the Discord, right? I got like a new bed or a new mattress, and damn, dude, 2 nights in a row because I just got on Wednesday, so I've used it on Thursday and what was it? Oh, slept from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wait, no, I got the new mattress. The second day in a row where I just slept for over my time because I like to like put my a timer so I can wake up kind of early. So let's say I put my timer for I don't know 10:30, and I don't wake up until 1 or 2. Like I don't know if the bed's like really comfortable and just like not let me wake up or what. Like me and my fiance, we just like both wake up, sleep. Like we just can't get out of bed. It's good getting that rest, but it's like fuck, man. I kind of want to get up early today. It's weird. I think the last 2 days I slept for 10 hours or more. Which is good, because I would say I'm pretty sleep deprived. So trying to catch up on sleep is it's a good thing. Even though I try to kind of wake up early so I could do stuff like stream or clean or work out. I don't want to get up now. I need to join game. Well, up to you. What you want to do? What a curious little fella. Tomorrow I'm streaming all day. Tomorrow, which is today, I'm working all day. Pretty much. I think we have our own cleaning business. And it's only me and her. And at 12 p.m. we have a house to clean. And after we finish cleaning the house, we're gonna get something to eat and then go clean offices. So all day we're gonna be busy. I'll try and join in your stream. There we go. We're gonna be busy all day. I sound far away. Maybe because I was talking a bit further and quieter. Or maybe you just have your headphones on or whatever low. Go with this guy first. Yeah, my guy. You gotta get some sleep. You're saying I sound fat away. What do you mean by that, huh? What are you trying to say? You calling me fat? Yeah, share your phone. Tell me how you really feel. So save the picture, save it. Yeah, just the next time you go live, if you're able to put it in the description, the hashtags, do it. That way you get more views during your live. This live and the last live were really good for me. I think the last live I got like 7 subs. This one I think same thing, 2, 4, 5, 6 or 7. So in 2 days I got like 14, more or less. It's about to be 3 a.m. So it's gonna be close to the time where I'm gonna call it, because I need to get some sleep myself. But I'll be back on Sunday tomorrow. Yeah, I need to work on my channel. Yeah, I said one thing is just put hashtags in your description, and you should get a lot more views coming in. At least I've noticed. At least for me, like the first 5, maybe 10 minutes, that's where I get my most views. I'll go up to like maybe 20, 30 people watching, and then they all just leave. There's like those first 5, there's like 10 minutes where I get the most, and then every now and then it'll go up and down. But yes, you do need to start adding hashtags in. Yeah, I'm gonna right now. Just want to maybe work on this a little bit more, and then I'll get off. But it's nice of you to stop by and get some sleep. If not, I'm gonna tell the missus to hit you with the chancla. Although you might like that. Peace out. Let's see if I can do maybe a few more pictures. Let's move this over here. Lol, I have no idea. Calling her the missus. I'll let you go, man. Bye con Dios. Stupid. I'm gonna send you, I don't know if to hear, I'm gonna send you a song. It's for you. Share. Copy link. Discord. Put it back here. His claws are rats. Or one of the claws. I will do it that one. No bother. Okay, so I'll just leave it here. Let's do the note March 29th. Save that picture. Just gonna add these last spots and I'm gonna color it nice. We should mix this up. Right then, we'll call it a night for today. I need to get some sleep. It is 3 in the morning. I'll be back tomorrow, Sunday, with some more painting. It was a pretty good stream. We got some of this done, and we finished up the dinosaur. Even though I feel like I could have done more detail, but it still came out pretty good. Alright, I'll see you next time.